All right. Well, Hunter CJR, you've had a lot of games today. How's it feel to get all these scrims in?
Pretty good. Got to play a different tank each game. 3 games total. Not bad.
Absolutely fantastic stuff there. So you are signed up for the CCL. Is tank your main role, or are you signing up in? I'm not sure. Do they allow you to sign up in multiple roles, or do they make you choose?
They made you choose a main and secondary. I am
Main
tank
and
main
second.
and range DPS secondary.
All right, fantastic stuff. For your tank pool, I'm gonna try to lean on Jazzy's questions that I heard yesterday. What are
Yeah.
the three big tanks that you think you can carry on?
So big three. I would say ETC, Murden, and Garrosh. Though Diablo is a close fourth on this.
Diablo's a close fourth. Okay, tell me a little bit about Muradin. We saw a bit of a buff a few patches ago, and I think he's sort of been silently moving up the ranks here. What do you feel it is about Muradin that makes you a threat on him?
Oh man, so Murden's always been one of my favorites. I've been playing him since I switched to tank in 2017 or 2018. And I like him because he has a ton of playmaking potential with his stun, and he has really high damage for a tank. And then B, his dive and self-sustain means that if you play it correctly and capitalize on opponents' mistakes, you can just dive the backline by yourself and like 1v3, heal yourself up and get out. He's either a huge nuisance and he can be a playmaker for the team at the same time.
All right, fantastic stuff. Now, thinking about looking to attract orgs in the CCL, what is it? What do you think that you can bring to an org if they were to pick you up in CCL as a tank?
Well, I have the experience. I've been GM since 2018, top 10 GM for a bit. I've been in the open. I was in open before HCC was done, and Div S. I played well, or was on a top team, I meant. And so I have the experience and I have the communications. I also think I'm a positive guy who works very hard and works well with others, which I think a lot of orgs should be looking for.
All
And
right.
oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean to cut you off there. So when it comes to playing as a team in high-level competition like we are here in Heroes of the Storm, what do you feel like the most important thing for a team to do in order to gel properly is in a game and outside of a game?
So to gel properly, the main thing that I've noticed teams disintegrate by is calling out mistakes in game and in an improper way. I feel like teams really have some players at least, really cause problems by not properly telling them in the proper time how to improve. Like in the middle of the game, if someone makes a mechanical mistake, I think you shouldn't bring it up. Even sometimes out of game, if you know they know it, then you don't really need to bring that up. So I
Mm-hmm.
think communications is the main thing. And then out of game, I feel a thing that helps teams gel is communicating openly, keeping an open mind about everything, and knowing that you're all on the same page wanting to improve, or at least hopefully on the same page wanting to improve and wanting to be the best. As long as everyone keeps that and keeps an open mind, I feel like the team can move past barriers and really improve well.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Good to hear. I'm trying to think if there are any other big questions. You were telling me about so we talked about your tank role. Tell me about your off role. What do you think if tank isn't what you get picked up as? What sort of heroes do you think we could expect from you in the off role?
So if tank isn't what I get picked up as, I'm good on the auto attack DPSs and a few of the mages. So the main ones are like Lunara, Raynor, uh, Kael'thas if it gets a little spicy,
Hmm.
stuff like that. I haven't played too much competitive as a range DPS, but when I first did get GM, that was the first role that I did back in 2018 was range DPS. Uh,
Okay.
I do think that I would prefer getting as tank, but if teams
Hmm.
are looking for a 6 slot player that can fill one of those two roles, I am definitely open for it, and I'm very willing to practice both roles, either role, whichever is needed.
All right. Well, going back to tank for a second, I think a lot of the community feedback on the Gladiators medallion is that it seems to be affecting tanks the most, as they're the ones who are always looking to start those CC chains and pick out targets. How have you had to adjust your play to make up for this anomaly?
So, yeah, I do think it's affected tanks the most as it does cut down on our playmaking potential. It kind of makes the all-in tanks not as strong. Like a noob, it's very hard to do something like if you dive in and they just cleanse it, you're just going to get squished like a bug. So it's really just affected my hero pool. It means I can't play certain tanks and have to play others slightly different. Like Garrosh, you can't flank as effectively now because they more than likely can just cleanse before you toss and then get out before the toss if they react quick enough. I think it's really making it so teams are going to have to play front to back more than dive comps, which the game was already kind of moving that way anyways.
Okay, that makes sense there. There's definitely a lot of big learning curve, looking to bait out those medallions, looking to get through that extra cleanse. That is a big thing on the mind for these high tier tanks such as yourself. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me. If scouts are looking for you, if people are looking for your gameplay and they're not finding it right here, where can people find you?
So on Twitch, I'm twitch.tv/huntercjr. And I'm also planning on putting out a highlight video, hopefully by Monday, Tuesday at the latest, though, on my Twitter, which is at huntercjr_knots, which is NOTS. And
huntercjr_hots, you said?
Knots, NOTS, sorry.
NOTS.
Yes, knots. Yeah, those are the two best places to find me, and hopefully I'll have the highlight video either Monday or Tuesday at the latest, so that works and other players can watch it and give me some critique.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining me, and good luck on your bid for the CCL.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And thanks for casting all the games, too.
Oh, glad to do it. I'm looking forward to being back tomorrow.